halftime of the DeSales women's basketball game against Kings. 34-32, the Bulldogs in front. We got a familiar face joining us, Bridget Walsh, former basketball player here at DeSales. DeSales, very prominent basketball alumnus, member of the team that went to the Sweet 16 last year. Welcome back. What's it like to be back?
Oh, gosh. It's a little stressful, I'm not going to lie, but it's exciting to be back.
Now, your role is as an assistant SID at Kings. Tell us about that.
Well, the way we break things down at Kings, Pat has his roles and BJ has his roles here, but at Kings we put it all together, but we break it down by sports. So I'm a basketball contact for the Kings women's and men's team, so it's really exciting to be here and cover the team that I used to play against. Yeah,
that must be a weird feeling to be watching. What's it like?
It's definitely stressful. My heart's in both places, as I've been told a couple times today. Cheering for my old teammates and then kind of supporting my new team. It's kind of torn apart over here, but it's definitely exciting to see a good game for both ends.
I was going to ask Morgan this later. I'm asking you this now. What was it like to beat DeSales?
Oh boy, I know how much time and preparation the coaching staff and the girls all put in for that game, so for them to be able to execute, and it was a great defensive battle. I think holding each team to 55 and 54 points respectively, I think it was a really intense game and great way to start MAC Freedom play.
Now, you want to be an SID full-time?
Yes, that's definitely one of my goals. Maybe stretching into athletic director one day, but I love the sports information world.
What's the appeal of it to you?
I always had a love for writing. Growing up, I said I was going to write a book, but that never happened. So I definitely like the writing aspect, and I'm a stats nerd. I can probably rip out a bunch of stats that nobody would ever think of. So I think that those two aspects together really had an appeal for the job.
Bridget Walsh was a dominant center last season for DeSales. We were talking about it during the first half. The trivia question actually involves, and I don't want you to give the answer if you know, whose record did you break for block shots? You had such a great season last year. What are your memories of last year?
Oh gosh, just being out there with my teammates, with being able to spend my senior year with Morgan Leandro was phenomenal. For us to play 4 years together and come out as well as we did, it was amazing. And to kind of build younger players to play as well as they are this season, that's kind of something that I took a lot of pride in.
Give me one good story.
Oh gosh. Well, obviously the MAC championship, but I think one of our favorite memories was just being able to go back, and we kind of called the beginning of the season the revenge tour. So to start out as strong as we did, to beat Moravian and Muhlenberg both on the road, which we have struggled with in the past, was really memorable for us.
Bridget Walsh, our guest. Morgan's now an assistant coach on this team. What would you say about being here, being at Kings with her?
Gosh, well, I kind of followed her, I'm not going to lie. She got the job about 2 weeks before I did. It's an incredible experience being able to continue on and go for 6 years instead of just 4 with Morgan. She's really grinding out her GA position, and she's really doing a great job. She's really connecting with the girls and coaching them up and doing everything she's wrote out to do.
Do you talk to Coach Richter still?
I do occasionally, but not nearly as much as Morgan. I talk to BJ and Pat a little more than I did Coach Richter.
What do you remember about Coach Richter?
Well, we see his grandkids running around all the time. I think how like paternal aspects he has and how great he is with everybody, with the snacks in his office and just being able to be casual and fun with us sometimes when he has to.
Now, an assistant SID at Kings, what are the big challenges of being an SID?
Well, for those in the sports information world, they know how long and grueling some of the hours can be, so just kind of being able to stick with it, take rest when you need to, but just really investing in the programs and giving them all the credit that they deserve.
Looking back, we mentioned the accolades already and the things that you accomplished here. How would you describe your 4 years at DeSales?
Well, it's definitely a little bit of a rocky start, and I definitely tried to fill into a role, especially once Morgan McCullion graduated, because she was such a great role model to me. But just overall, being able to be a real team player and help out wherever I can, I really appreciated it.
Bridget Walsh, thank you for taking the time to join us. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
having me. Although not today.
Not today, I guess.
All right, we are at halftime. First half concluded, second half about to start. We'll be back with that in about 30 seconds. Thanks for tuning in on the DeSales Sports Network.